Welcome back. Even in a state with 30 million residents, $18 billion is a lot of money to return to taxpayers. No doubt Republicans will endeavor to harvest as much political hay as they can for delivering. Rudy, despite all the intramural acrimony, how far will this tax relief go in keeping a red state red?
Oh, the fighting's going to keep on going there, Greg. As the campaign season heats up, you can bet it's going to be brought up. You know, from the top office to any Republican running for dog catcher. They're going to say, look what I did. The problem is this billion-dollar surplus was essentially watered down like whiskey from a West Texas saloon. At the end of the day, the typical monthly payout is only going to be about $100 per property owner per month, which is why all the big talk about this payout is on a yearly basis and 30-year totals. Yeah, it sounds big, doesn't it? Well, it really isn't that much money. When new appraisal bills come out next year, we're going to hear the same complaint about why property taxes are so high. Greg?
Okay, Stephen, some may see it as inside baseball, but what unfolded at the state capitol was extremely rare in that Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick and the Texas Senate seemed to prevail over both the governor and the House Speaker when it came to the form of this tax relief, particularly with its emphasis on raising the homestead exemption. Bottom line, one somehow beat two here. Agreed?
Yeah, that's some interesting math, right? I guess that's how they do math in Texas. This really showed the lieutenant governor being able to show how strong of a pull he has in the legislature, and the Senate basically got their way. Now, the speaker may have the last laugh because when lawmakers return for whatever special session number it is in the fall, when we talk about school choice, school vouchers, the House may get the last laugh in not allowing the Senate to get their way. So right now, yeah, Dan Patrick is probably celebrating behind closed doors saying, look what I did despite all the drama, but that doesn't mean he's going to win every fight.
All right, Rudy, while Democrats hated the fact that millions of renters were left out of this relief, nearly all of the Democrats voted in favor of the Republican rebate plan. I'm guessing in the months to come, the Dems will pivot and accuse the majority of denying public schools a bigger share of the surplus. What do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be a pivot. It's going to make everybody's head spin, and we're already spinning, right? They continue to do this, and they have done it, and they'll keep on doing it until the next, if the next special session happens on school funding and school choice that Stephen brought up. Remember, at the beginning, even Speaker Phelan warned that this surplus was only one-time money and should be used for things like major infrastructure projects, or how about this, create some kind of special fund to help train vocational and high-tech jobs, something that that money can live on, right?
Okay, guys, so while we actually get paid to watch politicians and kind of keep track of the power plays and grievances, do you think the ugly fight we witnessed among Republican leaders, it's even on the radar of most Texans? Stephen, that's to you.
I think people noticed it, yeah. I mean, you don't see every day where, you know, the lieutenant governor, the Speaker of the House, and the governor are at some type of public disagreement. Now, the average day guy, maybe he heard a headline and kept it moving. So in the grand scheme of things, will this impact someone at the polls? I don't think so, but I sure enjoyed the drama.
All right, Rudy, the kind words and the kumbaya moment in New Caney looked and sounded sincere. Do you think it was genuine or just theater?
Sure, it was typical political theater. Great political theater, and I think the bigger show is going to be down the road as people start taking a lot harder look at this historic payout and how $18 billion disappeared just like a pretty good David Copperfield act, which is why my word earlier was abracadabra.
Any thoughts, Stephen, quickly?
Yeah, I mean, look, Rudy's spot on. I mean, there's some other issues that people are really going to be caring about. I think this education battle with school vouchers is going to be big, and teacher pay. I think that's how Democrats will strategize to try to pounce in the fall.
Okay, any thoughts on the upcoming Paxton trial, Rudy, real quickly?
You know, this is going to be interesting. There's a lot of maneuvering going on right now. It's going to be interesting to see what motions go through if any of these articles get thrown out. That's what I'm waiting to see what's going to happen.
What's on your radar, Stephen?
Oh, it's all eyes on Paxton, right? And while some people may think it's inside baseball, this impacts the very foundation of Texas when it comes to an elected official, a big elected official. I think more people are going to be in tune to this than we think.
All right, we're going to keep our eye on it closely. Let's leave it there. To see this interview or others, go to our station YouTube channels.
And keep the conversation going by interacting with us on our social media pages.
The Texas Trio will be back next week, and we'll be talking a lot more about the Paxton impeachment trial and a lot of other big issues that will be heating up this hot August. And don't forget to let us know what you think the issue is.